All right, hey everybody. So I am going to be playing some matches with Hogaak. I've actually been playing this deck a ton. We've been talking about it on the show the past couple of months, really. So I wanted to make sure I got a couple of videos. The Mana Traders event is coming up soon, so I actually wanted to try to get some games in there. We get to play a little bit of Legacy, which is super exciting. So I'm gonna jump in. Let me see. Really nice to be able to play some Magic again. Been playing a little bit of Magic on Arena, but not so much in paper, online rather. So, Administrators is one of those things that I think it makes it really nice to try to get some games in a pretty competitive environment. So this is just a deck. I've actually been playing it a little bit before. I know this top 8 at the NRG Challenge in the hands of PT Arts to win. Looks like we're going to be in the draw. But I've been actually played this exact list beforehand, so I'm not sure where. I'm not sure where I got the list from or where they got the list from, but it's obviously a pretty solid list. I like this hand. It's pretty solid. Like Crab on 1, and then Rainforest, Mill 2, play Altar at the very least. It's not terrible. If we get lucky, we can have like double Bloodghast or something like that, which would be huge. But so we'll keep this. Alright. And hopefully, I guess the dream here is that we're playing against a deck that's not going to be wastelanding us, because I do want to lead on Underground Sea on turn 1. Crystal Vein. So I think we're playing against the Mono Blue Artifact Storm deck we're talking about on the show this week. Okay. Kind of just want to play Gravecrawler on 1 and then play Hedron Crab on turn 2. Like, I think the odds of me winning this game through damage are very slim, because I think they can win relatively quickly. But they also are playing a deck that is going to shuffle my graveyard into my hand if they have their way. So, maybe it doesn't really make sense. I think we still play with a Hedron Crab on 1. I think if I can stick a Hedron Crab and an Altar, I have a good shot just to win the game. So we'll just go hedge that plan. I guess they do have access to Force of Will too, so maybe they are going to play Force of Will here. I think the list we were looking at yesterday was playing like 4 copies of Force of Will, 2 copies of Force of Negation. I think it was the one by Kel Master P. It's actually my friend Kel and Pastor. So there's a good chance that they're playing that exact list. I mean, I would imagine. Ended up top 16ing, I believe, the NRG event, and also went 4-0 in a Legacy prelim in the past week. So the deck should be on people's radar. I'm not sure who was playing it first. I think it was a Casey Lancaster creation. So, and I'm going to, just for my own sanity, they're playing relatively slowly. Yeah, I have to auto yield on at this point. But we were talking about this deck, the Hogaak deck, at least being a good foil for the Delver decks that are running around. Delver is, I think, the best deck in the metagame by a long shot. Depending on what variation of the deck you're talking about, I think Blue, Red, and Teamer are obviously 1 and 1B. I think which one is 1 and which one is 1B, I think, is up for debate. I think Teamer is the default choice, but I think there is a lot of merit to just playing Blue, Red right now. Or it's like doing that Rich Cali style, splashing a little bit of green on the sideboard, I think is really popular. So, I am excited to see how that ends up running out. But as long as Delver is one of the better decks in the format, you have a good shot of playing, of Hogaak also being a good choice. So that's kind of why the reasoning here by playing the deck. The amount of blue Artifact Storm deck I think is actually really neat, but it does not. It is not a deck that really wants to be seeing these blue counters, right? Force of Will and Force of Negation, especially. So I don't think this deck long term has what it takes. We kind of saw the same thing with that Urza deck, right? The other Aeon's deck not being super competitive long term. And obviously, I do see some people doing well with it pretty consistently, but I don't think that's a deck you want to be jamming them on a blue, on a blue heavy metagame with a bunch of counters running around. Even something like Daze is backbreaking. So, man, this is a long time to think about this Hedron crap. This is always one of those things that freaks me out because I'm like, is it me? Did I disconnect? I'm like, no, it's definitely not me. Okay, yeah. We got there. Yeah, and like right now they have access to 4 mana on their turn, if they want to use it. Obviously the Crystal Vein and the Lotus Petal are one-use items, so maybe not using it. It's probably better, but I definitely understand the desire. I think we'll see what we get off of the Misty Rainforest before we decide what to do with the Crab LED. Basalt Monolith, sure. Basalt Monolith, sure. Yep, there you go. I'm actually perfectly fine with this, to be honest with you. You have access to 4 mana. I'm still like, this is one of those decks, I'm still not actually sure how they win. Like, I've seen it all. It's like, I know, okay, Karn is pretty good. Something from outside the game. They get Tormod's Crypt, or are they gonna, I don't know if they play Tormod's Crypt. I think they do play Cage, Lion's Eye Diamond. So they're playing the second. And this is one of the things Kellen was playing that was really nice. I'm still happy with this. Kellen was playing this with the one copy of LED in the sideboard. Sure. Yeah, it's fine. I have therapy. Do I want a therapy? I don't think so. I think I want to play Stitcher Supplier, Bloodghast, Alter, Bayou. That's fine. Let's play a land. Target ourselves. We're gonna always yield to that, and we're always gonna yield. Always yes, and always yield to that. Got Hogaak. Another Bloodghast. Well, yep, we'll do this. Yep. Get back Bloodghast. We have 2 Hogaaks in the bin there. Let's Careful Study, discard Vengevine, and I guess a therapy. I think therapy's fine. Okay, and then we can cast this Hogaak. Let's just tap these creatures that all are summoning sick, and the one that attacks for 0. And we'll also get rid of this. Definitely the fetches. I don't think we need the fetches here. And the Careful Study. I would like to return these Vengevine. We'll go to combat. That'll take Karn. That'll attack their face. feel pretty good about this. Now they're down to essentially, what, 4 mana? 5 mana, I guess, because of the manifold key. I think we just go back and get... Yeah, I think we go back and we try to hit... We're going to name Karn again. That's the only thing I really care about, I think. Couple Grim Monoliths, Mesmeric Orb, Mystic Forge. I think I'm fine. And I got a bridge. I think I'm fine. Okay. Opponent, you may go. The Game of Life. Oh gosh, game's over. Okay, well, we know their hand, right? So, City of Traders, pretty good. Grim Monolith, at least puts them up 1 mana. Mesmeric Orbis. Okay. I think you just play the Monolith, yep. Defense grid, that makes sense. Because we don't need that. I think we're done here. The City of Traders. So they just have, their hand right now is Lion's Eye Diamond, Mesmeric Orb. Or no, it's just Mesmeric Orb and a blank. I don't know what the last card is. An orb is fine, but it's not going to get them out of this, I don't think. I guess it depends what their top card is. I can't see it, so. But otherwise, they're just going to die. I probably should have not named Karn. I think Karn is reasonable. I don't want them to go to the graveyard and get something stupid. But at the same time, I think the odds of them winning off Karn is very slim, but the odds of them winning off of, like, Mystic Forge is much higher. So I probably should have just named Mystic Forge. Okay. We are definitely just going to bring in these lovely Force of Figures. They seem pretty nice. I think we have to bring in Leyline. Like, they're hoping to cycle their deck, so we just don't let them do that. I'm boarding in a lot of cards here. I think we get rid of the therapies. I just don't think they're good. Like, they are obviously trying to combo off, but it's just not in a quote-unquote traditional way. I don't think it's going to do me any good to have the therapies in there, so we'll cut that. Cut the Carrion Feeder. We'll cut the Altars. All of them? 3 of them? We'll got 3 of them. We'll cut 3 of them. We'll keep 1 altar in. If we hit it, we hit it. But cool. I like this. The altar is like kind of weak. I do think they put themselves in a position where I can very easily mill them out. A relatively low base. But at the same time, I don't think with Karn I really want to be playing that game too often. So I'll keep the 1 in like the Miser's one. But otherwise we'll just, hope to not have that come up. Okay. Is this hand good? No? I don't think so. Double Hogaak's not great. The bridge gets better because we have the Careful Study. But I don't necessarily want to keep this hand. I could be wrong though. Maybe it's fine. I feel like I'd rather just mulligan to Leyline or Force. Or both, I guess. I guess that's also fine. Yeah, we'll just mulligan to both. That's totally fine. Totally reasonable. This is probably like a trap. This is one of those hands that like I'm doing it. I'm like yeah, and then I'm gonna get like ruined. But I think it's fine. We'll keep this. Keep. I think we put back a ley line. I don't think we need two. I think one's fine. And we'll do ley line. We got two into some stupid artifact. Yep, we'll take E. I don't know if they have a play, but cool. Win the race here. It's so nice. We'll go this. We're just gonna get an underground C, I think. Good crawler and pass. I'm happy with that. I think I'm gonna end up pitching the Hogaak, but I could be wrong. I think it kind of depends on what the next turn has. I would like to have another creature to play on my next turn, but I can imagine this just fetching for. Okay. What's your hand that this was acceptable? I literally can't think of what. I don't know. I don't really care. It's fine. Let's go Stitcher Supply here. I was hoping I hit Hogaak, or Vengevine rather. I guess, or Hogaak. Hogaak would also be good. But let's do this. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So we're just gonna go Hogaak here. We're gonna go fetch up Dryad Arbor. And then tap, 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 tap. All those cards are garbage. Let's attack for 2. Cool. And we have 12 power on the board. Yes. Mox Opal, you got it. Sure. Yeah, like I think their hand was dependent on casting it and Aeons. We'll just cast Gatecrawler. I don't think it matters. I could be wrong. I could get massively punished here, but I don't see how that happens off this base. I think if they cast an artifact, sure. I think if they cast an artifact, I just force figure. Do I even care? No, I don't care. That's fine. You got it. I'm probably wrong here. Yeah. Yep. Cool. Easy game, easy life. Alright, so that's a win for the good guys here. Take a phone call real quick while we start getting ready for this next match. So I'll see you guys in just 1 second.